Okie dokie. Finally something. Was there anything specific you'd like to try?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Then I will just pick Satsuki for now, and I'll switch to some secondaries and tertiaries once I'm ready for that. Just want to get my head in the game first, because that was bullshit. Like, but yeah. It's overhead.
Right. Weird level.
Hmm? The level?
Weird level.
Yeah. The stage? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of these comedic ones with the Neko stuff. I don't know what's up with the Nekos or where they're from or such. There's, by the way, like you've heard of Fate Stay Night, right?
Yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah. So that's the same creators as Tsukihime, which Melty Blood is based on, right? And there is like an anime, comedic anime that just puts Fate and Tsukihime together. I think it's like, I don't know, Phantasm Carnival Phantasm. It's funny, cutesy stuff. And there's like a lot of Neko stuff in that. Not really sure if that's where it comes from. That one's a command grab and completely invincible until she stops running forward. Like she starts skidding, then she's punishable. Usually you can tell if you haven't been grabbed, just hit her. More blocking. If you want to be safe, you could just block that spinning punch, because I mean, you just have to get up to block it, and there isn't really much I can do after that. Like, yeah. And by not really much, I mean nothing at all. Like don't have a move that would allow me to beat your jabs. I could just block. Just relax and crouch block that, and when you see the spinning fist come, get up to block that, and just relax, do that too.
I'm holding back when I'm...
Yeah,
like
but you're pressing buttons. I can hear you press buttons. Like,
I'm blocking? No.
I mean, like, yeah, you are blocking, it's just that, like, I hit you a lot there. Like, just need to figure out when it's safe to attack, you know? When you recover in the air, if you hold a direction, then you can recover in that direction, so you can flip forward.
Right.
Yeah, so you can get out of that last situation. And this, let me show you this in the beginning, because you were trying to block it correctly, but then stopped. Just so you can see it without me attacking you. So this thing is a real low, and it hits like fairly late. Make sure to block it before you try punishing it. Also, I do go right into this, and there is a gap, but for now maybe just try to block that correctly, and then stand up to block this, because then you can punish me too. I just won't be hit immediately. I'll be able to block, but at least you'll get that part down. If you have that down, then you can see the gap a bit better, and then you can try hitting between this one and this one. Okay?
Okay.
Good. I'll come at you now. Good. Yeah. Just so I know, I guess you're trying to crouch block that and get up in time for the overhead?
Yeah.
Give yourself more time. My overhead's not that fast. Like, try to get the crouch block timing done first, and then try to get the overhead thing done. Like, just confirm mentally and visually that you've blocked the entire thing, and then you can go for that. Yeah. There you go. That's much better. That was good. I mean, I'll only play her for a while anyway, since she's my main character, but like, I'll play her a bit so you can get used to blocking this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Since you were like starting to do good, so I don't want to switch right away just now when you're starting to figure it out. Oh, maybe... Let's try to remember to go to character select again. I just want a different stage. Not that I mind this one. I just like switching stages at some point, and it's not an average stage, so I don't stay on it too long usually.
Hold on, I've just caught something.
Yep. Sure, dispose of that in however you need to. probably some critter extermination going on.
Yeah, there's a bug.
Yep. Okay.
It's exhausting.
Yes. It's okay, you can win it. I'm not coming back from this in 3 seconds. Yeah. There's this Japanese like 3-second 1 second tournament in Galaxy Fight. It's pretty hilarious. Who does the right thing in the beginning? Sometimes just stand there and let the other guy like do nothing. Pretty funny. This time I remember. Okay. Okay. Don't let people corner you in the beginning. Yep. I guess like after the high block you can try just jabbing right away. Like A, the light button. mean, that's something to react to, right? It's always too slow in the beginning, but there's definitely time to do that. Like normally I shouldn't be hitting the button. I just tried to see if you're actually doing it fast enough because it seemed slow the other times. And I guess you were using B sometimes too, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I totally did that on purpose, I promise. Yeah. Exactly. See, I tried hitting right away, you hit me out of it. That's how it should be. Uh-oh, I actually did something. It was actually not smart of me because I would have stopped right in front of you, but I guess that second throw moves you forward, so I got lucky. Just cause I was like, oh, that's not gonna reach, and then your character moved forward, and I'm like, that's further forward than I thought. Yeah, I was primarily just thinking about the knives and the distance. I was like, ah, could be correct, and she started running, and ah. I command grab missed because wake up protection.
I was wondering about that.
Yep. Like Melty Blood doesn't want people to be able to be grabbed right away when they get up, because they felt that mix-up was too strong. Kind of based on earlier games that they saw where this was a thing. And yeah, so you can't really grab people right away. They have to be standing for a tiny bit amount of time. So it's kind of hard to get people to block for that small amount and then grab them. So you'll often see when someone tries to be smart like that, mistime it, or you can just jab them. You'll always have time to jab them. Like if you make the conscious decision to just press a button right away, there's nothing they can do. Clash. Yeah, Melty Blood is lenient when it comes to inputs, so this unfortunately happens. Just, yeah. Right. Just from hearing that audio-wise, like, when you're playing with your arcade stick, are you sometimes like, since you're playing on a mini stick, is it moving around a lot on your lap, or are you hitting it into things? I'm just curious.
It's sliding around a bit, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And now that you've played a little bit with like a mini stick, that's sort of why people don't like mini sticks that much, right? Because I mean,
It was a lot more affordable.
Yeah, definitely. And once you've played like a long time, ironically, then you're like doing way less powerful movements, let's say, right, with your hands, because everything's a bit more relaxed and then doesn't slide around as often. So ironically, even though it's cheap and easy to just get one of those for like a beginning person, they're like slightly less easy for that sort of thing. Yeah. But like, just something I wanted to point out now that you've actually played enough for it to make sense. Because that's unfortunately also something that can lead to misinputs. I played on a small stick in the beginning too. Just something I noticed. I mean, that's not to the extent of the stuff that's gonna happen to you in Melty Blood, but yeah, still. Melty Blood, it's more like it'll let you do any move, even when you don't want it to. Oh, nice. Actual combo. Yeah. Had me worried there. Good job. I'll do 2 more with her and then I'll pick another character, because I think like
Okay.
what you're doing is working now blocking wise, I think, so looks like you got the general idea in hand. I mean, it doesn't have to work 100% of the time, that's just comes with time. Close. Yep. Yep.
Well, one, okay.
I see. Oh, I see. You were actually on. You were actually still in the corner. Okay, I blocked the wrong way. Okay. Good job. So let's see. Like that. Let's see, who do I have? I have her, she's very strong. This, him and her, I'm not that great at. Maybe him later. Okay. Kwan needs no second strike. Did like maybe 100 million strikes.
Yeah.
Whoops. Ciel. Since I'm fairly defensive, I'm not really sure how useful it is to just throw out a super. People that are more active will run into that more often, but like,
Yeah.
if you have someone who's just like sitting there and watching what you're doing, then that doesn't work as well.
Well, Sorbonne gets me healing time.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Like do your burst to give you to heal, but like, you know, if the other guy is giving you time to do to just heal anyway because they're being defensive, which I tend to do sometimes, then just take advantage of that. No need to super, because that is punishable. Like I punished it with.
The forward one is.
Yeah. The back one isn't that much. Once you've hit them, they need to block all of those knives. That's true. That one's pretty good for that. Nothing wrong with using that one, I guess. Unless you're too close. Oh, does that combo? That combos. Okay. I see. I really like her, but her range is really short. Not that that's a problem in itself, but she did more stuff to be able to fight pretty well at like higher levels. So that's not what's stopping me from playing her, I just didn't want to pick a lolly again. so I did try her out a bunch, so I know her stuff, but definitely like more tertiary character. Nice. Rap tech. That's good. It's slightly harder to do in this game than in other games, simply because of all the pressure in this game, right? So it's good when somebody lands that. It's unusual to see at any level. Ooh. Ooh. You parried, probably by accident I guess, but it worked out well. Look cool. She's so proud of herself. Master Panda? She's some kinda...
Oh, we are getting different quotes.
Hmm?
We are getting different quotes then.
Yeah, different quotes. I see.
I never said anything about Panda there.
I see. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Makes sense though, like that's not information that's necessary to be synced, so I guess the fannet code just doesn't do that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but it worked. Got around. Yep. Oh, not what I wanted to do. I'm going to die now. Oh shit! Yay! Because I wasted my meter again. The thing is, like, her launcher is 6C, right? Forward C, and I'm starting crouch. So in this game, you have to be really careful to not get quarter circle C out of that. So you have to be very deliberate of holding down, going to neutral, and then holding forward, because it's so sensitive. So I often just get a super when I want to launch, and yeah. But okay. Next one, last one. Okay. I'll just stay on that character. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I I guess I asked that the wrong way around, but you don't have a different character, so there's nothing for you to switch to. Okay. I think my alarm shouldn't ring until like another 5 minutes, so that should work out sound-wise too.
I mean, I can try different moons, but not for one match. No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's never good. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Even if it might not seem that way. That's just like that's just how the beginning of this game looks like. It's just a lot of blocking, like ironically. Just I mean anime fighters in general, but this one's like very fluid and fast. Fortunately, at least the characters are easy to get into, so it's not so that's like less of a problem. It's just the pace of the game and what happens in the game. Like since we've been playing like a lot of games that were a bit more on the easier side pressure wise, I would say. A lot more footsies. Footsie's more important. That's fine. Okay, then I'll shut this down. GG's and yep.